I chosen one. So let's speak about those that's on the other side, right? Because we all got magic, we all got manifestation and visualization capabilities. We understand that every language, especially the English language, is all about casting spells, but it's about the tongue, which is a sword. Are you bringing life, or are you utilizing it to bring death to yourself and to others? So the more that you become happy with happy thoughts, and you know what I'm saying, you produce the fruits of your labor and you live and you spread life, that's the mode that death itself has to wither away from you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is from my perspective. You see, we got the hands from the Adams family, right? So what I'm going to do in this video, in this explanation right here, I'm going to break down the different ways to realize and diagnose and troubleshoot that you are under attack, or that they have witches around you, or they are about to be around you, or they are utilizing witchcraft on you at the moment, right? So speaking about the hand on the Adams family, right? I'm not able to download any videos on this phone because this phone is like my best working phone. So just work with me, right? I'll be getting a new phone soon. So anyway, the reason why I got the picture of the Adams hand, the Adams family hand, is because the witches and warlocks do not utilize um fucking Harry Potter wands and shit. The wands are their fingers, right? So if you got the eyes to see, whoop de whoop, you'll realize that their fingers and their hands move fast as hell. That's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, you'll see Bloods and Crips stacking and shit. That's another form of witchcraft. And I also know you got hand mantras and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's utilizing the energy, vital points throughout the body. You understand what I'm saying? When you see people using hand mantras and stuff like that on a positive note. Now, when you see motherfuckers' hands moving sporadically fast as hell, like, you like, how the hell they move that fast? That's a witch or a warlock, right? Because I explained to you, they do not utilize wands. They use their fingers, and your fingers is like Venus, Mars, Jupiter, etc. Right? You could just Google the rest of this shit on your own time. So yeah, the Adams hand family must have been a hand that was reanimated. I guess the rest of the body probably was too beaten up, decomposed, or fucking just drained over and through. So the only part of that witch's body that may have been able to be reanimated is his hands, that one hand. So that's, from my perspective, why the Adams family have that hand, because it was a witch's hand that no longer could exist the rest of his body, and the only thing they could reanimate was that hand itself, right? So I'm gonna break down a couple places that I visit, so maybe you could stay away from them places. Or maybe if you're a motherfucking witch and you watching this shit and you want to get stronger, so I could fucking take your head off and put it on the wall, you could go to these places and visit it to try to get your witchcraft up. Because I done been in some places and I just let them know in a plain fucking face. I'll let them know, like, bro, I've been to places that witches is 10 times stronger by the motherfucking cells, and y'all need everybody in the goddamn store to gang stalk me and use witchcraft, and the shit ain't working. I even told some of the goddamn witches, like, I'm thinking about opening up a witchcraft school called Slytherin, because wherever the fuck y'all went, it ain't working. Come try Hogwarts. But anyway, right? So we're going to start speaking about the different locations and places. And at the same time, I will be describing the different insects that'll let you know that somebody is utilizing witchcraft on you or doing witchcraft on you, right? And I'm gonna go from the worst places to be to the fucking witches and warlocks you could just fucking play in their face all damn day, and it ain't nothing to worry about. But at the end of the day, you always gotta protect yourself and protect your energy and stay the fuck out the way, right? So let's get it started. Alright, so far in this lifetime, the worst place that I have been yet, and I ain't ever probably gonna go to ever again, is St. Croix. You know what I'm saying? I went to St. Thomas as well. I was in St. John. But St. Croix is the worst place that I have ever been. where the witchcraft was at its highest level, right? And it's a reason why a lot of these fucking islands and shit is in the middle of motherfucking nowhere, because you don't need to be nowhere around the motherfuckers. That's why they there, right? So St. Croix, I seen hella centipedes. I smell fucking death in the air. Just smell like carcasses and fucking rotten flesh all throughout the island. And not only that, I found that there was a lot of statues with witches there, right? So that's the witches island. You understand what I'm saying? So St. Croix, be very mindful if you're a chosen one or if you're on the benevolent side, even if you playing it neutral. You know what I'm saying? Just know that's a very dark place. It is beautiful. I had a beautiful time there, but the entities that live there is fucking wicked as fuck. And I seen a lot of shit, man, that I had to get my mind right, you know what I'm saying? Because no one will sit here and tell me this shit. And I respect the game. I respect the code. You know what I'm saying? But my experiences, I'm going to share this with y'all. And I didn't seen Caribbean women shapeshift into cats and dogs and shit, right? So I know you're gonna be like, yeah, whoop de whoop, but everything you see in movies is mostly real, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. St. Croix was the most highest place full of witchcraft that I ever visited so far in my life. And I don't plan on going back there ever again. Right? Because my light was just so bright and it was just so much fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to rock me and my dog to sleep while me and my dog laying down setting up camp. I got fucking big ass boulders and shit just flying over the gate. And I seen the motherfucker that was doing it, but I was like, bro, if I go crash out and I bust your ass and shit, all you gonna do is call the police, and I'm gonna have to and I'm not gonna sit in jail for your fuck ass. You's the fucking loser, nigga. So whenever you see centipedes and shit like that, and they really popping out of nowhere, that's letting you know you're in a very witchy environment, and you need to get the fuck out of that bitch ASAP, right? Let's move on to the next one. All right, so I think I spent maybe like a year and some change out there in Hawaii, around Honolulu. I was all over the goddamn island, right? Main island, right? Now, I know it's a real humid place, and you know humidity does bring roaches. But when you have your place cleansed, because you know cleanliness is the next thing to godliness, right? That's how you keep God within you at all times, by keeping your environment, your sleeping area, your cooking area, etc. Keep that shit clean, right? So another thing, uh, I was in Hawaii. It was real roachy shit. Roaches everywhere. Now, it was some spots I go, they wouldn't have roaches at all. And that's because I know the energy was high, the energy was clean. And also, you gotta realize that the prices in Hawaii, bro, are fucking outrageous, bro. Literally outrageous. And a lot of these islands would not survive without roaching and leeching. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why roaches be popping up like a motherfucker out there in Hawaii, because it's a lot of roachy ass energy, a lot of leeching ass, munching ass energy, right? So you're gonna see a lot of roaches pop up if you're in Hawaii, if you're around the witches. They even got a part of the island called Witches Island or Witches something. You could Google Maps this shit, bro. It's right there like by the beach or some shit, like by the sand. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I used to go over there in the area, and I used to smell this smell like sulfur or death, like this stingy ass musty. Well, I can't say musty, but it was like a smell like it don't get no oxygen, it don't breathe. Like, how could I explain this shit? I guess you could say like sulfur. You know what I'm saying? It just smelled like it was real stagnant, and it just, I don't know, it was like a harsh ass smell. I never liked that smell, and I always smelt it. So I guess that's the type of Earls or Jupiter or whatever they utilize, because you know how in Florida it's a witchy place as well to a certain degree, and they got something called Florida water, right? So I guess Hawaiians got their own Hawaiian water or whatever. Whoop de whoop de whoop. You feel me? So when I was out there in Hawaii, bro, they'll do their little juju, and I'll just start seeing roaches pop out of nowhere. And I'm keeping my area clean, I'm keeping myself clean. But when these motherfuckers come around, it's either they got roaches coming out of nowhere or flies coming out of nowhere. So if you see roaches and you know your area is cleansed and everything like that, that mean the witchcraft they're trying to work the witchcraft on you, right? So that's another insect that'll let you know in your physical reality that you're under attack by witches, right? And even if these motherfuckers are not in your physical reality, you know, they got Skyrim mirrors and buku shit of the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Just do your research if you want to go further. Book a private consultation, going for $25. Don't be cheap. This is your spirit. This is your energy, right? So you're gonna see the roaches popping up. And that's something that I noticed, like, bro, these islands cannot survive without tourism, bro. These islands can't survive on their own. So they have to leech and have to overprice you and overtax you in certain things. You understand what I'm saying? Just for the people to thrive. And Hawaii was the most developed island that I ever been to, and I understand why. Hawaii is not even ran by Hawaiians, and not even ran by the white man or the lizard people. Mostly by the insectilians, the insectoids, the ethnic group that they programmed you to look at them as, or the Chinese, right? So Hawaii has been compromised by the Chinaman more than anything. You know what I'm saying? And the people out there in Hawaii, the natives and the originals, they just so sad and depressed, and the energy is just so, it's like you could go there to have a good time and shit, but they just so miserable and sad, bro, and depressed. And it's like, nigga, move on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't fight hard enough for y'all fucking shit. It got compromised. Move on. You know what I'm saying? There's other places in the world, but you know that's how it be. When you can't let go of old things, you'll never get nothing new. But that's what I want to explain to y'all about knowing you're under witchcraft. You're going to see roaches pop up, right? Literally. So we're going to move on to the next one. And I'm going down the line from the worst to the lightest. You know what I'm saying? 6 stars to 1 stars. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas type of shit when you dealing with the witchcraft, if you're a chosen one. Or even if you're a motherfucking witch yourself and you trying to figure out where to go get your fucking witchy power stronger at. Good. Go to these places. That's on you. You still gonna get your head chopped off, bitch. Anyway, let's move on to the next pest. And this is a brief intermission. I'm not gonna put too many visuals of these fucking disgusting ass looking fucking insects. I'd rather look at this fucking hand, but I'm just put a little bit because I'm sitting here making this video. I'm getting disgusted at looking at these motherfuckers, and also you know these phones are portals and shit like that. So I don't want this shit to manifest in your reality. So I ain't gonna put too much of these funky motherfuckers in this bitch, but I'm gonna get my point across. Let's move on. Now the next insect to know that you're being attacked by witches or warlocks is spiders, right? Now, I remember I went to Cali. Now, there was different areas of Cali that was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm right around San Diego right now. And San Diego was pretty much cool. But I remember I went to San Francisco, and it was just so much poverty. It was the biggest homeless fucking block full of homeless people I ever seen, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when I was out there in Cali, bro, I seen fucking spider webs everywhere. Everywhere. And another thing about when you see the spider webs and you see the spiders, right? That mean they're trying to catch your destiny. No difference from a dream catcher. That's witchcraft. And I remember one of my family members had that in his house. And I always felt some type of way about it. He was like, yeah, bro, you need to put one of these in your room so you can catch your dreams better. And I was like, nah, nigga, my dreams come to me good. You basically trying to steal my dreams and interpretate my dreams so you could try to be 7 steps ahead of me, because you know, as the chosen one, the Most High speak through us sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes through our dreams. And you got to also remember that that fucking moon is not what you think it is, and your phone not what you think it really do. And it'll interrupt and it'll try to project and alter your dreams. So take that into accountability, right? But you're going to see a lot of spiders. You're going to see spider webs and a lot of spiders, right? And that's because they're trying to slow you down, or they're trying to catch your energy or soak up your vibe, you know what I'm saying? Or catch any gifts that are offerings that the Most High, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, or maybe anybody in this physical reality is trying to deliver to you. So any messages or dreams, like I said, you're going to see spider webs pop up, and they'll let you know that there's a lot of witches. You understand what I'm saying? Now, dealing with the spiders ain't as bad as dealing with the roaches and the goddamn centipedes, right? But the spiders is just as bad, right? I would say the centipedes, man, you on 6 stars, nigga. If you see the roaches, I say 5 stars. You see the spiders, I would say 4 stars, right? And then the next one, I would say 3 stars. So yeah, man, you see the spiders, like I said, they're trying to hold you back and slow you down, and also, you know what I'm saying, capture your gifts and shit like that. Because I once was with a witch, and her favorite insect was a spider. And I always used to wonder why she was so hard about spiders and shit. Because I remember one time she was like, Vabo, I can't have you becoming famous before me. And I was like, bitch, you ain't even my bitch no more. I was like, the fuck? If I get on, I'm gonna put you on. But she was a leechy ass, roachy ass motherfucker. And her favorite spirit animal was a spider. Now, the spider is not always negative. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes the spider is letting you know you need to become more strategical, right? Sometimes you need to set traps, just like they're trying to set traps for you. So decipher and read between the energy when it comes to spiders, right? Because sometimes it could be positive, sometimes it could be negative, but ain't nothing coming positive from no motherfucking flies, roaches, or no motherfucking centipedes. So that's another insect that lets you know that you are under the attack of witches, right? Or warlocks. And they trying to capture your destiny or soak your destiny or trap you in a specific trap. You understand? Because she was supposed to be my honey trap, but fucking a bozo felt in love with a nigga like they all did. Like, come on, bro, stop playing. You don't know who you really dealing with. I don't know what they be telling these motherfuckers when they send these honey traps your way or my way. Like, but we gonna move on to the next one, right? And like I said, when I was out there in San Francisco, I think it was San Francisco and Sacramento. No, Sacramento was more cool. It was San Francisco. It was real witchy. I mean, everywhere I go, it was just spider webs everywhere, and they just had like this fucking hocus pocus as, I'm trying to think of this other movie. It was like this hocus pocus as Harry Potter. You only go on the fucking Slytherin ass energy when I was out there. And I saw spider webs everywhere, bro. It was crazy. I had to get the fuck out of there, but I was waiting till my money got back up. So yeah, that's another one right there. We're gonna move on to the last one. All right, so we made it to the last insect that'll let you know that you are under witchcraft. There's many more insects, but these are the basic ones the witches and the warlocks like to utilize, and it's the fly, right? Now the fly, you know, you will spend time swapping at him, and also he'll spit on you to eat his food, which is leaving disgusting shit. And you know, if flies get on your food or anything like that, you know, it's a disgusting ass bug because they make maggots, right? It don't spawn nothing positive come from flies, right? So whenever you see the fucking flies and shit, bro, that's letting you know that, hey, it's a fucking witch around you, right? And I say seeing flies is the weak. I mean, you around some weak ass witches and warlocks, but at the end of the day, you don't wanna ever underestimate anyone that wanna become your opponent when they just fucking opposing against themselves. But what I'm basically saying is, yeah, when you see these flies, you know what I'm saying, be mindful, you know, keep your environment fresh, keep your body fresh, making sure you eat fresh things, because when you eat death, you eat meat, you eat chicken, you eat rotten flesh. Even if you do clean your body and shit, you know what I'm saying? Clean your body and shit like that, you can still attract flies because you have dead shit seeping out of your pores. So take that into consideration. But in actuality, when you know you just wash your ass, you're fresh, you're detoxing, you eat nothing but fruit, veggies, and herbs, and they got motherfucking flies coming out of nowhere, that mean that's the witches and the warlocks having you under their attack. You understand what I'm saying? So always make sure you keep in cleansly energy and you stay in a clean environment. For example, bro, I don't have no flies around me, no centipedes, no spider webs, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out the way right now. But I am surrounded by a lot of witches and warlocks. But these bitches is weak as fuck. Weak as a motherfucker, right? And where I'm at right now, the only witches and warlocks that I have been dealing with that's just aggravating as fuck is just the Latinos and the Mexicans. Not all of them, but it's just 99% that's fucking rotten, right? And I've been told since I was a youngin' that Hey, bro, all these motherfuckers hate us. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like us. Especially, I would say, um, how could I put it? Through the line of dealing with all of these witches and warlocks through my life so far, I would say the worst of them all is the Mexicans and the Latinos. And this is not the shit on my Mexican and Latinos that fuck with me, but you know those that don't, fuck you. But because they real sneaky and they real fast. You wonder why and how Mexicans could build houses real fast. Because they fast, bro. They're speedsters. They may not let you see them, but if you catch them, never forget. They move fast as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and they real aggravating, bro. They hate us more than a white man, than a China man. But they all hate us at the same time. But the fucking Mexicans got to get all in your face and shit. See the China man and shit, he gonna just create some fucking vaccines and shit, which is the worst of them all, because he's genetically changing the fucking whole structure of the fruit and shit like that. And if you continuously put in their witchcraft within your body, then it's gonna fuck you up and engage in it. So don't eat from these people and don't take their drugs or smoke their medicines or whatever. I'm just letting y'all know I'm putting y'all on game. I do got a little extra in the end of the video that I'm gonna add as well. That's gonna give you the positives and what insects are gonna come around when you have your anointing Earl and you on the right frequency, you on the right vibration, and you in a healthy vibration. I would say ladybugs, butterflies, bees, and things like that in that nature, right? You understand what I'm saying? So y'all take those things into consideration. I didn't want to make this video a goddamn hour long, but if you made it through that far, that's cool. But what I normally do is I just watch videos on double speed because my brain just I got ADHD, exponent, ADHD, exponent, ADHD. Not saying like I can't control and focus on shit, but like, bro, my brain is moving so fast. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take a deep breath sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't on no cannabis right now. I ain't, you know, that's another thing, bro. You want to just stay sober, bro. And you'll be able to see things that you really need to see. But like I say, bro, I guess you could say we all, you know what I'm saying, got magic, but all of us are not witches and warlocks because I look at the witches and warlocks like the rotten motherfuckers. And I know some motherfuckers got my comment section was like, oh, witches and warlocks not bad. Man, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You could be a sage or you could be a mage or you could be a magician or some other shit, but nah, witches and warlocks. But like they say, they do got some cool witches like the white witches and shit that ain't trying to hurt a motherfucker. And then you got the ones that do death magic and black magic. But at the end of the day, I'm just staying the fuck out the fucking way of all them motherfuckers. But I want to thank y'all if y'all made it this far in the video. I broke down the different insects that let you know that these witches are on your ass. So y'all take what y'all want and leave what you don't. Oasis, and we're going to get to the last part of the video, which is live footage. See, once you on the right vibration as a chosen one, the animals and the insects, definitely the insects gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, I know I'm back on point, bro. I'm probably about to fucking grow a beehive on my damn body. All these damn bees on me, bro. They got about 4 bees over here, bro. And that's when you know your Christ anointing Earl. I don't even like using that word Christ because that's not the real name of who our creator is. Because I'm gonna be real with you. This is not even our original language, but your anointed Earl. This is how you know you on point. And this is why they want you to wear all of these deodorants and perfumes and use all these toxic soaps, right? So that it could pour the poison within your body and clog up your system. When in actuality, you need to be using African black soap, natural soap, if you're not making it yourself. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? The bees is out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have buku other different um elemental animals and insects come on me too. But I got about 4 bees over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? 4 bees because that anointing Earl is sweeter than honey. And they could smell your frequency. They could smell the pheromones that you are releasing within the air because If you could get on a psychedelic vibe, which is my natural state, not to brag on bros, but if you're a real life chosen one, you are always on a natural psychedelic high because you are a walking plant. You understand what I'm saying? I would say I'm a mixture of cannabis and magic mushies. One day I'm gonna get a lab and I'm gonna play with some genetics and I'm gonna make a new psychedelic between the two. Nigga like, yeah, yeah, but but yeah, man, the bees and the animals will let you know that your pheromones is they woofing. You know what I'm saying? They can smell it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't wear deodorant. The closest that I will wear to deodorant, I will utilize the scraps from whatever uh I utilize. You understand what I'm saying? Mostly it would be lime and key lime, right? That's mostly my deodorant, and I'll probably slap a little bit coconut on it. And when you get around the demons and the fallen angels and the wicked evil ones who hate the anointed Earl, aka the Christ anointed Earl, they gonna let you know through the witchcraft, right? They gonna rub their nose and they gonna try to shoot flies at you. That's why, as a chosen one, look at the bees, bro. I can't make it up. As a chosen one, you understand what I'm saying? That's why the witches and warlocks always scorch their face up like you stinking. You know you cleaned your ass, bro. You know you fresh as a motherfucker. But it's the evilness in them, right? So one thing that the witches and the warlocks would do is they're gonna send the pests around you, right? They're gonna send flies. You're gonna see centipedes, etc. You understand what I'm saying? But you know when the bees are on you, bro, even sometimes the flies come around, right? You got to be able to read off the spirit, right? And the energy, right? Because sometimes, like I say, you could attract more flies than you can bees with honey. So when the flies come around, you know that's letting you know you whiffing right, but at the same time, that could be a diagnosis, or you could be troubleshooting and knowing peeping game. You feel me? That the witches are on their way. You know, they watching you through their Skyrim mirrors or these black portals, these phones. Are they doing witchcraft on you? Because at times your energy and your vibration could be so strong, the flies cannot land on you, right? That's when you know you're vibrating real high. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm about to get up out of here. I just wanted to chop it up with my chosen ones. I had checked out in the comments, you know, I had made a post what videos y'all would like to have more of. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna feed my people what they want, you know what I'm saying? As long as y'all demand it, just know I'm gonna supply it. You know what I'm saying? All I ask in return, you know, is just the engagement and y'all support me. Whether that's in the likes, the shares, the comments, you subscribing, and you know, it's highly appreciated, love, and respected if you could thrash anything or splash anything on the Cash App, which is $781 THEVBYZ, to keep me spiritually charged so that I could spiritually charge you as well. Because this is a two-way street, right? And we on the interstate of abundance. And anybody that think it's a one-way, they only heading down the dead end. Mr. B, I don't think you need to be going inside my thing now. Get out of there. Cause I ain't trying to. Nah, you gotta get out of my shorts, bro. Hold up, let me stand up, yo. Oh no. Hold with it. Hold up. Oh, get out of there, boy. Whew. All right, my boy. Yeah, see, I mean, I don't got the best of camera. This is a $20 phone. I will be getting a new phone soon. I will be getting my service on so I could start going live more. I could start making more drops because y'all know I be Wi-Fi pimping. And just be honest with y'all, you feel me? But y'all see the bees out here. Y'all can see the shadows of the bees. Majority of them just on my body right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all see the bees, man. And I didn't want to take too much of y'all time. I just wanted to let y'all know, drop a little bang on y'all because I shout out to Law. You know who you are. Shout out to Law. Inshallah, so shall it be. I declare and I decree. Shout out to Law because I know Law definitely let it be known that he want more chosen ones content. So You know, that's what I'm gonna do because that's my tribe, that's my military, that's my army. You know what I'm saying? That's my soldiers, my troops, and even my lieutenants too, because I'm a student and a teacher. You feel me? But yeah, man, we just got done having lunch. I made some homemade hummus, chopped it up with a couple red bell peppers, a little salt and pepper. I topped it all with some sesame seed oil and squeezed some lime in that motherfucker as well. And then I had a salad. I had some iceberg lettuce, cucumber, tomato, salt and pepper. Same thing, a little bit of sesame seed oil, and I squeeze some lime on top of that daddy too. And I'm A1, man. I feel vigorous and vibrant, and I feel my vitality is my cup it is spilled over. Y'all see me? Yes, the throat chakra is healthy. You know what I'm saying? We got a instant slurper pulling in. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to throw their witchy fingers at us, but hey, we stay highly protected. You know what I'm saying? We not worrying about these motherfuckers, bro. Ain't no fear, but you have to be assertive and alertive and be surrounding. I mean, be observative of your surroundings because you got the negative, you got the adversaries, which we don't have no adversaries, but they label us as their adversaries, right? So you gonna have the weirdos and shit popping up and shit because they want to throw your energy off. Because that's one thing about witchcraft, right? And in order for they spells and black magic and dead magic to even uh apprehend or have any severe consequences, they have to weaken your energy field, right? So long as you keep your energy field healthy, strong, and you stay out the motherfucking way, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna be A1. You see the bees, bro? You attract everything. You attract the positive, you attract the negative, but honestly, we don't be needing these low lives and these no lives, you know what I'm saying, all in our mix, right? Because we know what the adversary want. Well, we don't have no enemies. It's just those that envy us, that want to end of us. But we know those low lives, those no lives. I'm not calling them gang stalkers anymore. They either gonna be low lives, no lives, or slurpers, straight up. And the slurpers is the ones that really forcing themselves in your energy field, right? But once your energy field becomes stronger and stronger, that's the harder it becomes for them to even get closer to you, right? You understand what I'm saying? But I'm about to shake the spot. I'm about to bust a move because I've been over here like basically pretty much half the rotation so far, and it's time to get on the Wi-Fi, get back to work, and upload. I remember I went to the store earlier this rotation, and one of the slurpers was like, I know it feels good to take a day off. I was like, nah, man, we can't afford to take a day off. No days off at all. They don't take no days off. They don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? They drinking Red Bulls and 5 hour energy drinks and all type of you know what I'm saying? Just to keep up with our natural frequency. Now here we got another slurper over here. But I done had about 7 police calls pulled up every hour on the hour. So you do the math. I think I've been out here maybe like 5 to 6 hours. So 7 times 6. Yeah, you feel me? And they just want attention. They just want your energy, but you got to realize your attention and your attention and your energy is your number one currency. Let me get that together. Let me get myself together, right? So I'm going to wash out my bowls. Hold up, let me catch my seats because I use these to keep my bosom clean. It's a little dusty out here. Just got done taking a nice fire shower. And I'm going to upload, you know what I'm saying, a rotation with Vibo, you know what I'm saying? Just some of the basic things I do. Here we go. We got this other slurper, you know, because I had to shut down the police a couple times today. I ain't even tell them nothing. I just looked at them like, hey, get the fuck out my way, bro. I don't have no words for you, no energy for you. I'm not opening my mouth for anyone or anything anymore unless I'm getting paid for it, literally. And that's simple and plain, bro. I'm no longer giving myself away for free anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to buy tissue for free. You don't get no tissue for free unless you're going into public restrooms and shit. But at home, you got to pay for that tissue. So if you want me at your home, you want my services, you have to provide straight up. If not, you better soak up the free game that I drop throughout my videos and my eps and my uploads. And that's just what it is with me. And at the minimum, I want 10 likes on my videos. At the minimum, that's not even asking for much. 10 likes. And then really, someone has to throw something on the cash app, because if I'm not eating, I'm not able to buy the materials I need to take a shower and stay fresh and keep my energy right. I'm gonna keep your energy right? How I'm gonna keep you charged up? So I need y'all to keep me charged up. I ain't asking for much. You know what I'm saying? And if you would like a private consultation, rather you just won't sit on the phone with a motherfucker and talk some shit and laugh and shit, because I'm a funny motherfucker. You ain't gonna, you may, rest in peace to Bernie Mac, boy. You ain't gonna find too many motherfuckers that got humor like me. And if you could open that side of me, bro, don't you realize that laughing make you live longer? So if I make your ass laugh, I might just give you 2 more years on your life. Respect the God, big God, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to be a chatty patty, you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna say I'm bragging or boasting, none of that shit, because this is who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? If you got egotistical problems and shit, this not the page for you. Especially if you a troll or you a hater. Cause nigga, I'm a navigator. So we gonna go wash my bowls out real quick, y'all. And yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and bust a move. Get on the Wi-Fi, charge my other device up. I'm about to go air my body up, first and foremost. What I'm gonna air my body up with? Yes, chosen ones. Okay, we are walking plants, right? This will be a little extra, right? Excuse me. We are walking plants, which means we can't be putting on all of that bullshit that they be putting on. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Michael Kors and uh Polo Cologne and shit. We can't be putting that shit on our body, bro. That shit burning our body up. It's eating your body up. It's making you acidic and you eating poisons, because the epidermis, your skin, your chopper suit, space suit, you understand what I'm saying? Is the biggest organ on the body. So whatever you put on the body, it's going to absorb it. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm about to oil my body up and moisturize my body with, let me stash this and put this to the side. I need this for later. And this is what I wash my body with too. So I got to hide this, because, they'll probably tamper with my stuff or put some poison, itchy poison on it. They always like putting that itchy shit, that itchy powder on my shit. Not no more. But anyway, what I'm about to oil my body up with will be I got some sesame seed oil and I got some rosemary oil. And I do create my own rosemary oil if you would like to invest in your health and wealth, or also just invest in my business, which is Organic Vibes Health and Wellness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stash this here because I may come here not tomorrow. It's time to let this spot breathe for a while. Because they think they know me, you know what I'm saying? As a chosen one, you can never do the same thing back to back. You always gotta switch it up, right? I forgot what game I used to play or something, play the Sims or some shit. And the Sims, what I'm saying, you can't do the same thing to keep your created player happy. So gotta switch it up, right? But basically what I'm putting on the body is sesame seed oil and rosemary oil. And like I say, I do create my own oils. And then once I get a stable place, I could be stationed, I will expand my business, because I have so much more I want to share with y'all and better our health and benefit our health. But I don't have like well, I do have, I just got to get there. I got to get to the location where I could have my laboratory, Dexter's laboratory, so that I could continuously continue my products and everything else I got working on and everything else I got in heaven, in my treasure chest, right? Heaven is my treasure chest, because you need to store everything in heaven. And you understand why you need to store everything in heaven, because no rust, no dust, no man can touch what you store in heaven. Because 99% of these motherfucking men is living in hell. Oh, this is what I had yesterday. Slicing and dicing my apple. You know, you just come over here and you watch how it break down and you just watch how bad and toxic it is. But also I'm feeding the environment, man. I'm feeding the bees, the ants. I'm feeding all the other little insects. So man, you know, and sometimes I save my scraps as well. And this my little cooking stove and spot that I got for right now. So hopefully no one come over here. They really don't even be over here. I think they only come over here when it's fiesta time. I'm out here in Cali, so you know what I'm saying? But I'm collecting all my gadgets and stuff. Like I said, classic Hummers. Had that, but you know that cost $2.99. Shit, the Hummers I made today costed $1.69. You know what I'm saying? The can costed $1.69. The alcohol costs like $1.35. You know how Dollar Tree trying to tax on that extra. You feel me? Gotta get a new inner tube for the bike because they keep poking holes in my bike. So yeah, I gotta get a new inner tube. I gotta get a new tool bag and everything because I had went to the little homeless shelter. They stole that. That's why I don't even go to the homeless shelters. All they do is steal and do drugs. I'm good on both of those behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Keeping my energy fresh, baby. But enough of me being a chatty patty. If you making it in the video this far, man, respect. And I want to say thank you, right? But yeah, cause we gonna make this video nice. Gonna be a nice video. Everything I'm speaking on right now is a little bit extra, right? Let me go ahead and rinse my bowls out like I said. But as I was saying, yeah, you want to make sure that you utilize and put organic things on your body because that's what you feeding yourself. That's what you eat. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're going through specific ailments. You know, the body not in tip-top shape like it's supposed to, whether you have a toxicity or a deficiency. Uh, you know, because we don't have diseases and viruses. They do. We just got to make sure we put ourselves back in our natural homeostasis level and our frequency. So I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is, who it is. It's the V to the B to the Y to the Z. And don't forget my whole Oasis, man. Y'all have a beautiful rotation, a productive rotation. And also keep happy thoughts, right? As a chosen one, that is our power. Happy thoughts. Oh, look, one of my angels came here. Left a feather, let me know they was watching me. Because, you know, they be trying to attack you when you busy and stuff. So I had to record earlier when I was taking a shower because they've been trying to pull up when I take showers. Either when I'm asleep or I'm taking a shower. Like, you know what I'm saying? Weird shit. Whenever I'm on point, them motherfuckers be hiding. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and use both of my hands. And I'll see y'all on the next step. Oasis.